Hey guys, so today I'm excited to show you how I go about finding fix and flip properties and evaluating them to see if they would be a good deal. And if they are a good deal, then how I come up with the number to make the offer. So everything I'm going to show you today is public information, public knowledge. So there's no private information going to be shown. So no worries there. Here we go. So we're going to take our subject property and there we go. Okay, the first thing I look at is, does it have pictures? Yes, it does. Awesome. And the stats on the house. It's a 3-2 and it's over 1,000 square feet. So the resale value should be, better because it's a 3-2 and not like a 2-1. Okay, the other thing I look at is the location. It's in Cocoa, okay. And the year. So 57, so you have to account for some repairs because it's, an old house. Okay. Looking here, it tells us what's going on in the picture. So I like to look at this first so we can kind of know. So it's a 1.5 bath. Good to know. Okay. No HOA. Refreshed kitchen. So it could use updates in the kitchen still. It comes with appliances. One bathroom was renovated, it says. Roof was in 2011 and AC unit's 5 years old. Okay. So it's a decent deal. We'll see. We'll see what numbers we come up with, what the pictures really look like. We're going to go to the pictures and take a look, see if it confirms. Yeah, okay. So there's some updates needed, but it's not in a bad condition, you guys. I see this. It's small, but it's totally manageable. So what we're going to do is take the Zestimate, which this property just so happens not to have. And the only reason I use the Zestimate is just like a baseline number. Other than that, it's the investors require a little bit more strict rules for finding the after repair value besides the Zestimate. So this one doesn't have a Zestimate, but we're going to go find other properties now that have sold in the area that are similar and how much they sold for. We're going to write down how much they sold for, take an average, and that's going to be the after repair value. So that's what the property will be worth after it's all fixed up. And then we do some mathematics on what our offer is going to be. But first, here we go. We're looking for 3, 1.5. 3, 1, 968. So this house is smaller, but it's in the right zip code, and I'm going to go ahead and use that as a comp. So there's one that's 218. Okay. Here's a 3-1, a little bit bigger, but that, it's a little bigger, but ours has an extra half bath, so it might balance out a little bit at 220. Okay. Sold recently too. Gotta look at. All right. 4-2, so too big. 3-1. See, that one needs a lot of work, so that's not going to give us a accurate after repair value. Well, see that 2-1 there is about the right size. It's missing a bathroom, but it sold for 385. So I'm going to write that down. It's smaller than ours, but it sold for more. That one's on stilts, and so it's not really a comparable. That one needed a lot of work. All right. All right, here's 2 more, 325 and 240. Okay. This one's a little too big here. I'm not going to count this one because it's a little too big. Okay, so I'm just going to take the averages now. of those numbers. So 218, 220, 185, 385, 325, divided by 5, 266. Okay, so our after repair value for this property is going to be about 266. Now, that number is going to fluctuate a little bit, and this is all going to be dependent on how much repairs they actually need. But this one, we're using an estimate, okay, to just get the offer in, because after the offer's in, there is time to get the accurate numbers for the estimates. So as long as we're somewhere in the ballpark, we can at least get the offer in. So what we're going to do now is take our after repair value of 266 and we're going to times it by 60%. Comes up to 159. So we do 60% because that should cover carrying costs, closing costs, the repairs, and the fees reasonably well with some profit, generally speaking, mathematically. Now, of course, this is an estimate. So as long as I'm in this ballpark, the investors are willing to take a look at it, and you can start moving forward with the pre-approval letters and things like that. So if you're in this ballpark, you're in a safe ballpark for the offers at the 60%. 70% is a good number to be at if you have a great deal at 70%, but they'd still like you to take off repairs and the fees, and then push you more closer to 60%. So 60% is always a better number, and that's 159. So these people are only asking 165. It's only a few $1,000s off. I'm going to go ahead and put the offer in now, and because this is on market, we are going to be contacting a realtor friend of mine in order to communicate this offer, because when realtors are involved, it's good to use them to communicate, so that everything's done professionally. But that's all, guys. That's how I find real estate investing, fix and flip deals. That's kind of how I evaluate the property.